Wanna be where you are, once you looked away, boy. Be my superstar, your love is all it takes, boy. Wanna be where you are, once you looked away.
Hi there, it's Paul here from the House of the Outsiders, and thank you for dropping by. Yes, it's been a while since I last did a video. Several reasons. Main reason being as I have decided, as of the 1st of June, to do an ICAD challenge. ICAD stands for Index Card a Day. And there is a challenge online to make a card each day for the month of June and July, which totals 61 of these ICADs. And yes, I'm a little behind on them. I don't do them every day. And but that's not a problem. It's not one of those challenges where you're supposed to pressurise yourself or give yourself any stress over it. You do what you can, and that's what I like about this one. I've done challenges before. I've done 100-day challenges where I did these doodle monsters, which is very similar to what I'm doing with my ICADs, and I've done a 30-day challenge several times. But yeah, I thought I'd do it again. I like the idea of trying to do one of these kind of ICADs a day, just to sort of like see how it affects, how it changes my kind of art or what I put onto these pieces, whether this shows any improvement or whether there's a change in direction. Yeah, difficult to know. Anyway, what I decided, if you followed my Instagram account, I think it was last year, year before, I drew 100 of these kind of little doodle monster characters, very similar to what you're seeing on screen now. And I did them all in black and white, and because that was about, if I was going to do it every day, I needed something that would take me something about 5-10 minutes and not much longer, because it's great when you've got a day when you can devote to it, but there are, as we all know, if you've got 100 days, not all of those 100 days are you going to have half a day free to really go at it. So I needed something that when I had a busy day, or if I was going on holiday, or if I had a sick day, I could still whip out 5-10 minutes worth of something creative. Hence I drew these monsters. So I'm doing that again, but this time I thought I would colour them in and put them on coloured backgrounds and do something very similar to art journal pages, albeit on for me, as kind of a smaller scale. So I've been doing them for a few days, and I've been posting them on Instagram, and I think this is the first time, that's hence the reason I haven't done any art journal pages, and I haven't recorded them or videoed them. But what I thought I'd do is I am making 3 of these ICADs at one time. They're all going to have a green background, 3 cards, all with a green background, and all with red pinky kind of monsters on them. And I thought what I'll do is, if I make 3 of these, I'll video them, and then I am sharing a video, which I haven't done for a long time, and I'm also keeping on top of these ICADs. The reason I'm doing 3 green ones, I have already created 3, but I'm going to put those to one side and use those off camera. But I went round to a friend of mine's. We spent the day creating, and I took my kind of blank ICADs and I painted 3 of each colour in the colours of the rainbow. So the Roy G bivs, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I did 3 in each colour of those backgrounds, brought them home with me. So all I had to do was draw my little monsters, colour them in, and stick them on these cards. And it's also, it may not have escaped your notice, but it's also Pride Month. So what I thought was very, very clever, it's not, but is that I would fill my Instagram. The reason I did 3 is because in an Instagram, when you look at the grid, you have along the row is in 3s. So I thought for the month of June, Pride Month, I would try and see if I can make my Instagram account a rainbow of colour. So you will see a red layer, an orange layer, a yellow layer, a green layer. You get the picture. I don't need to tell you the whole thing. And I'm a little bit behind, given that this is the green. But I've already got the red and the orange and the yellow already up on Instagram, and by the time this video goes out, hopefully I will also be starting to post these green ones. I am, as we speak, already doing 3 blue ones, so I only need to do the indigo and the violet I will plop as one colour purple. So I'm hoping that by the end of this week, which is the week beginning 25th of June, the month ends on Saturday the 30th. So I'm hoping before Saturday to have all the to end up with the 3 purple ones, and posting them on Instagram, so I will be able to see a snapshot of a rainbow flag on my Instagram post, and that's my way of doing something creative for Pride Month. I did think initially that it was going to run into July, the rate of I've been going at this, because the second reason that I've not been able to, or not been making ICADs, is went away last week to the city, to London, to see the highlights. No, we went to go and see a lot of art. It was Nick's birthday, so we decided we'd spend a few days catching up on all the things that you can do in London. We went to see some brilliant art at the Tate Modern from America, and we also, the big thing for going to see is the Royal Academy show, and it's every year. It is, I think you get to see 250 pieces of artwork, and this year one room was curated by the artist Grayson Perry, who I'm a big fan of. So we went and saw that. So yes, didn't take any, I did take a sketchbook to draw things, but we were so, you know, basically my day was scheduled from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. I had something planned, so there wasn't an awful lot of time for sketching. It was also really nice weather, and as I am talking to you, I am staring out a window at a heat wave. I sound a bit of a party pooper if I say I hate things like heat waves. I'm not really good with hot weather. Being a short, fat old thing, I sweat more than I normally do. It's horrible, it's disgusting, and you don't need to know any of that. Anyway, I've managed to rabbit about almost nothing and not anything about what you're seeing on screen. Do apologise. I'm a bit out of practice. It's been a long time since I've shoved a microphone under my nose and had to sort of like talk. So yes, as you can see, what I've done is I've created 3 green backgrounds. I have created my 3 red monsters. I have cut them out and I've stuck them on. And one of the great things about this kind of monster that I've been drawing, I've been well aware of keeping shapes very simple. I'm not a fussy cutter, but I do like the idea of cutting your shapes out rather than kind of like die cutting shapes. I know there's a thing in the crafting industry where you get stamps with die cuts that go with them. To me, and this is just for me, I don't feel like I'm creating something if I've also got to die cut it out. I have no problem with other people doing it, and or anybody creating them, that's fine. But me, I feel like I like the idea of putting something into the actual making of it, so I like cutting this stuff out, but I'm not a fussy cutter. I get annoyed when it's all fiddly bits, so I make my shapes very simple, and I put a lovely big thick black outline around them, which makes it a lot easier to cut out. So cut them out very easily. I did 3 types of quotations and borders. For this one you're seeing right now, a very simple border of just the black line. The one previously took me a long time because I doodled it, and sometimes I have written out in the quote. This time I've printed it out. So here we go, 3 green little ICADs ready to go, and I shall Instagram them very soon. Okay, bye for now. Here are some close-ups.